Hello, Bram here at Thompson Leisure. Today I'll be talking to you about the Meindl Peru. So the Peru is a new addition to the Meindl range. It's a 3-season boot, ideally suited to hill walking, lower level walks. That doesn't mean you can't wear it in the mountains, it's just that this boot is happiest on the lower levels. You can see it doesn't have a really protective rand all the way around, so really rocky, rough terrain, you'll scuff that boot up and just reduce the wear of it overall. Meindl have used a wax Nubuck leather in this boot, and they seem to be quite partial to this kind of leather at the moment. The benefit with it gives you really high water repellency straight out of the box. Tends to be quite it's not a stiff boot, so rockier terrain, this boot will still cope really well with it, but then lower level walks won't be a real chore either. They've backed it up with a GORE-TEX lining, so although it's highly water repellent finish to it, having that GORE-TEX lining is obviously a real benefit. Meindl often uses this gusseted tongue. Just means that the tongue is sealed in quite high up in the boot. Just gives you good protection when you're walking in really muddy, wet, boggy conditions, that water is not going to seep into that boot quite easily. They've also got a really lovely soft cuff in this boot, that when you're coming down that steep descent, that the boot's not biting into your Achilles. Just all around, there's a bit more forgiving around the ankle. They've used a DUO-DUR III sole. I hope that's the right way to pronounce it. Sorry, Meindl, if I'm not pronouncing it right. It's quite a good tread pattern for the UK. Really nice and open tread pattern. Good grippy compound they've used in it, so high rubber content. Really gives you good grip on wet rock as well. So all around really good quality sole, I think, for the UK conditions. There's not much else I can say about this boot. Should fit the foot, average kind of foot. Don't want to be too wide, you don't want to be too slim. If you're one of those lucky people that put your foot in a shoe and it fits you generally, then this is probably a good option for you. As I said, that pretty much sums up the Meindl Peru. Hopefully that's answered a few questions, and any more details, just get in touch. Drop us a line, send us an email. We're always happy to talk about boots.